Welcome to the Rusted Garden Homestead. Today's video is all about getting your struggling pepper plants back on track. How to do that pretty quickly, like in 5 to 7 days. My garden's a teaching garden, so I have peppers growing all over the place. Some of them are doing really well. They look like what I want them to look like. Other ones are struggling. So we're going to take a look at 2 places with struggling peppers, and I'll talk about how to get them back on track. Peppers out here, I've been growing peppers out here for several years. They do really well. Typically no issue with them. However, this year they're struggling a little bit. So let's just take a quick look. The pepper there on the left doesn't look bad. Lots of new leaves. You know, it looks fairly lush, nice and green. As we work our way down, the peppers are kind of skinny looking. You know, this one is producing more leaves out of the joints. Looks pretty good. And then as we work our way down, they look more yellow. Not a lot going on in the leaf joints. You know, they're flowering. There's even a couple little jalapenos down there. You don't really need to remove those. I'm going to remove them. But the whole idea is to try and figure out what's going on. Anytime you have yellowing, it's typically nitrogen related, and you want to address that first. You want to use a water-soluble nitrogen because that's going to be immediately available to the plant. You can go organic. I recommend AgroThrive. You can find them in my video description. That's what I use 90% of the time. The chemical fertilizers like Miracle-Gro, Vigoro, Plant Expert, they're all, you know, made by people. There's nothing wrong with them. Perfect for emergencies like this. They're very high in nitrogen. They carry like a 24 N number, meaning it's like 24% nitrogen. Use it at half strength. That will get these back on track, or just go with any organic water-soluble fertilizer. So looking at these up close, whenever you see this yellow, they've been staying like this now for the last 10 days. They're just not thriving, they're not taking off. We're going to hit them with a water-soluble fertilizer. That's the first thing you do in getting things back on track when it's related to any vegetable plant that's really struggling. Let's look in 2 other places. Here's some pepper plants growing in a different area. They're just planted in the ground. You can see peppers are growing, forming. Beautiful. Nice and green. Lots of leaves, new leaves coming out. The plants look really healthy. 2 different varieties. The group here is growing a little bit more quickly than the peppers back there. But you're looking for this dark green color. That lets you know that your peppers are on track. And you want, you know, leaves to look like this. Lots of new leaves coming out, meaning the plant is growing well. Nitrogen really helps your plant green up, and it's going to use the nitrogen to produce more leaves. This is what I want my pepper plants to get to. Now in my garden, although it's a teaching garden, and again, please subscribe because you'll be able to kind of take the ideas you see here, apply them to your garden, and I grow stuff in all kinds of different ways. All of my beds are pretty much set up the same way, so it's not really a difference in what I'm putting into the soil. I varied a little bit, but they all have compost, organic granular fertilizer in there. The beds are really well amended, so that's not really the issue. It's just that yellowing, and when you see the yellowing, don't hesitate. You can go ahead and give them some water-soluble nitrogen. And again, I want to stress that is the first step. You don't need to do anything, you know, special. You don't need to put stuff on top of the soil. You don't need to get specialized fertilizers. Just a general all-purpose water-soluble fertilizer. These are my shishitos. And they're a little bit small. What I like about this plant, and these just got the water-soluble fertilizer probably, I don't know, 7 to 10 days ago. A big drink. I'll show you how to do all that. What I like is all the leaves that are starting to come out right here. That's what you're looking for. So once you give them the nitrogen, they should begin to green up. You should see that change really is sometimes in as little, did I say that right? 3 days, but really between 5 and 7 days. 7 to 10 days, you should see new growth. This is what I'm going for, is I'm going to give them the water-soluble nitrogen, and I want the green to come back, and I want the little leaves to start coming in. That means the plant is taking off. Once you water it one time with the water-soluble, maybe 10 days from that, I'll hit them again. Again, water-soluble means that the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium are going to be immediately available to the plant. So as soon as you water it in, the root systems will pull it in. Usually what we're talking about is a nitrogen issue, but any of the water solubles are also going to give your plant potassium and phosphorus, and that will get them back on track. These are more shishito peppers that I grew a little bit differently. They got out early, took care of them in a different way, but I wanted to just give you an idea of what the size can look like. So you're really trying to take those struggling peppers and get them to look something like this. Nice and green, no need for a water-soluble fertilizer here. The other key is if you got a plant that's doing well, nice and green, it's growing, looks good, you don't need to keep feeding it and feeding it. People always ask me, how often should I give them a water-soluble fertilizer? I usually give them a drink when I plant them, you know, maybe mid-season, mid-growth, mid-flowering, and maybe again at the end of the season. My beds are well prepped. Just happens to be a tall raised bed, but they're well prepped, and I don't really typically overfeed my plants. But if these guys, the peppers, are struggling and are just staying yellow and looking like what they look like in the first row of peppers I showed you, I'm going to hit them more often with the water-soluble feed. Just wanted to cut in and just be clear about the water-soluble fertilizers. This is what it's going to look like when it's all done. If you're using an organic water-soluble fertilizer, I would double the strength. You really want to get that nitrogen number of the N, P, and K really above a 5, somewhere between 5 and 10. You can go higher. More nitrogen's going to green these up more quickly, and a one-shot deal is not going to hurt them. If you're going to use the chemical types like Plant Expert, Vigoro, Miracle Grow, they carry a 24 nitrogen. I would use that at half strength. You know, that'll get the nitrogen around a 12. The whole key here is nitrogen, nitrogen, nitrogen. So the first thing we want to do is get in here, weed everything out. No need to feed the weeds, and they're going to compete for the nitrogen that's in there. I've already mulched. Again, this bed was set up same way as my other beds were set up. The pepper plants just aren't thriving. And you don't need to spend a lot of time going down your list of what's going on. The leaves are pale, the plants are skinny, not a lot of leaves growing into joints. You want to start to see something like this right up close. So by giving them the nitrogen, we're going to kind of jumpstart the leaves again, the green growth. So you make your assessment. Yellow leaves, let me first try water-soluble nitrogen and see how it goes. 5 days, 7 days, 10 days, you should notice a difference. So let's weed this out. Then you want to water it in, and then you want to give them the water-soluble fertilizer. I weeded out the space. You don't want the plants competing for nitrogen or for water. When it comes to watering, sometimes people say, well, it's yellow, it's from too much rain, or you're overwatering. That's possible, but 99 times out of 100, it's really due to underwatering. If you underwater your garden plants, and in this case the pepper plants, they're not going to have the water which moves the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, the water-soluble N, P, and K, into the root system. So you want to make sure you water well before you put down the water-soluble so you're not washing it away. I removed the cabbage too, so I got some beautiful heads. Even though those leaves are all beat up by snails and slugs, beautiful cabbage sitting right under there. I wanted to show you the watering real quick too. I don't know why there's a fear of overwatering. So I give each plant about 10 seconds worth of water. I know that's about an inch or two from kind of just doing some tests on how much water comes out of my hose. I have a video on that if you want to look up. Actually, I'll just put it right in the video description. That's a lot easier. So I'm giving these about 10 seconds of a nice good soak. And you want to water them. I can't tell you how often to water, because that's going to vary based on how much rain you get, how big the plants are, but you definitely want to water these every other day or skip 2 days in between. Make sure the water's in there. And then I would just go down the line, make sure I soak everything in. Now I know that the plants have plenty of water. I've weeded them. I already have mulch down to help keep moisture in there. And then the next step is the water-soluble fertilizer. Now I want to go over the water-soluble fertilizer one more time. There's a lot of fear that if you use a chemical fertilizer, something human-made, that you're going to damage your ecosystem, you're going to kill worms, you poison your plants, it's bad for you. That's not true. Overuse and abuse of chemical fertilizers creates a problem. This is an emergency. So in my mix, I'm using AgroThrive. Again, you can find them in the video description, organic at regular strength. There's 2 gallons in there, so I just put in what you need for 2 gallons. And I'm using a chemical fertilizer, Plant Expert, at half strength. I really want to get the nitrogen to these plants for this one-time shot. That will get them back on track. The key to organic gardening isn't really the fertilizers you select to use. It's kind of all a commercial game anyway. You pay a lot of money for organic fertilizers. It really comes down to the compost. Compost, organic matter is what feeds the soil, helps your plants thrive. All the other stuff we put in there is just kind of like vitamins. Now, I do recommend organic water soluble, organic granular. You know, as a routine, I'm 95% organic. In this case, it's an emergency. So we're taking a plant that looks like this. We want it to green up. We want more leaves coming out of the joints. We want it to progress and begin to have more leaves in there, and then look something more like the one out here. We're going to go over to the other set of pepper plants that I fed about 7-10 days ago, talk a little bit more about them. I'm going to feed them again with the water soluble, but in a different way. So we got the emergency. This is not a disease, it's not an issue. All these plants look the same, they're struggling in the same way. If most of the plants look good and one of them was struggling, that's probably, you know, maybe a root issue, maybe a disease issue, something like that. But when they're all consistently looking like this, you simply just need some water-soluble nitrogen. I like to give them a big drink. I'm going to show you how long I put it on there. You know, 3 to 5 seconds right there, a little bit right in the middle. The roots start to spread out, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a little bit right in there. And then I would cover all the plants. When I'm done, I give them a quick sprinkle on the leaves. You can do this in full sun, you can do it early morning, you can do it on a cloudy day, whatever. It's not going to damage the plants. This will get them off to a great start. And then in 7-10 days, they're going to look something like this. Now, about, I don't know, 7 to 10 days later, those plants should start looking something like this. All the plants in here look like that. And that one's still struggling. I'll hit it a little bit more. Maybe I didn't give it as much. We're not going to really know why certain peppers are struggling. The other thing is, you don't have to remove all the flowers. If you want to remove some of the peppers, go ahead and do that. But these plants should be green, they should be thriving, they should be growing, and they're not going to really slow down because there's peppers on there. So since this is the second round, I'm just going to give them, this guy's going to get a little bit more. He's going to get the regular dose, 3 to 5. Really at the base. The rest of these plants, 1, 2, 3, they look pretty big. This one still looks like it's struggling. You know, another 3 to 5 seconds. After a second round, the plants should be fine, but don't be afraid to use the water-soluble fertilizers early on to get your pepper plants back on track. Thanks so much for watching. Please check out my seed shop at therustedgarden.com, and please subscribe. A couple times a month I do a series called Garden Ramblings. I will give you updates on the plants that we were just taking care of. The pepper plants, this is my sunken container garden. You know, the pepper plants should be looking something like that. So the ones I showed you are lagging behind a little bit, but they're going to get back on track. And if you subscribe, I'll help teach you how to grow food. I have a lot of videos coming up on growing tomato plants, basil, just about anything you can grow in your garden. Thanks so much for watching.